Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day I wish to all of you. Welcome to our forum for this week. Before we proceed to our discussion, let me introduce our dedicated panelists to all of you. Our first panelist is Dr. Fatin Ayuni binti Muhammad Azri, counselor in Himalaya Child and Psychology Center. Nice to meet you, Doctor.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you, Doctor. Next, our second panelist is Datin Farah Sabrina binti Ahmad Zaini, Vice President of Women, Family and Community Development. How are you today, Datin?
Yeah, I'm fine and good, and I also glad to be here in this morning.
Good to hear that. Let's move to our discussion. As well, we know mobile phone is a must-have tool for everyone who lives in this era. Most of us have at least one mobile phone. Based on survey by Pew Research Center in 2019, Malaysia is one of the countries with the highest mobile phone ownership with the penetration rate of 65%. Mobile phones are not only used by the people who live in the city, but people in countryside are also not left behind to own it, as it is the easiest tools for them to communicate with others. Besides, with mobile phone, people can do online shopping. They also can know about global news, help students for find information for their studies, and much more. Nowadays, some parents will use mobile phone to keep their toddlers occupied. They want their toddlers sit quietly in car, get into a stroller, keep behave at mall, and stop from crying. They will give mobile phone to their toddlers. The question is whether the action taken by the parents are good for their toddlers. So today we will discuss about topic parents should not use mobile phone to keep their toddlers occupied. Alright, let's begin our forum with the first question. Dr. Fatin, toddlers aged between 1 and 2 are not encouraged to look at mobile phone as could harm their growth and development. How far are you agree with this statement?
Thank you to our moderator for the good question. Mobile phone may be an easy way to distract children or keep them occupied. However, by allowing young children to look at mobile phone could affect the child's development and growth. So, there are some of the negative and bad effects of regular use of mobile phone on children. From my first point of view, children's overuse of mobile phone can damage their vision at young age. This is so serious problem because of overuse of mobile phone make them have not the ability to focus on object near and far, so that they cannot focus on something and explore the new things at a young age. Next, the researchers found that routine and frequent use of mobile phone appear to be associated with behavioral problems in childhood. Children who spend too much time on mobile phone are at risk of mental health problems. Child psychologists are concerned that an hour a day spent staring at a screen plays a significant part in the rise of anxiety and depression among children. Besides, children will fight what their parents talk. Additionally, in the journal Child's Development explore the physical health consequences of mobile phone use for children. Media use like movie and cartoon watching, video game play, or doing everything on mobile phone can severely damage the physical condition of children. This is the serious damage mobile phone occur to kids' bodies. Their pain in back and neck are caused by strain on a person's spine. Poor posture when sitting, sleeping, studying, or using a mobile phone for extended period of time without changing their positions and sitting incorrectly cause neck and back discomfort from a young age. Next, mobile phones are making children less curious about something and what is happening around them. In case we see in the restaurant or shopping malls, many kids didn't notice anything that is happening around them because they are too focused on their mobile phone, so that they cannot learn about something and disrupt their growth process. Before I forget, regularly use of mobile phone on children, they are becoming more aggressive and easily irritable. Meanwhile, they are unable to get to sleep at night. Mobile phone can have an impact on children's social, emotional development and deleterious effect on the brain. They can get problems, mental health, not socialize with others, and become more emotional. Simply put, mobile phones are impeding kids from learning moral value. Honestly to say, if we do not curb kids' phone addiction, this could affect their development and growth. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor, for your response. I hope everyone get clear with her explanation, especially parents out there. Next, let's move to the second question. Datin Farah, can you suggest some activities that parents can do with their toddlers instead of letting them to play with mobile phones?
Alright, thank you to Mr. Azhar as moderator for today, and also good morning to our respected Dr. Fatin Ayuni as a panel too. So without wasting our time, let's start with our discussion. From my point of view, there are many suggesting family bonding activities that they can do against their toddlers from playing mobile phone. This activity also can help build closeness among family members without requiring much time or preparation. In addition, the time spent together will help the family build memory. So, one of my suggesting activities that parents can do is reading a book together. This is something you can do with your toddlers. It need not be a dull activity where you read and your child listen. You could make it interactive by asking their opinion or what character they like and so on. Besides, parents also can encourage their children to participate by making the animal sounds or the sound effects in the story. The parents could start with the short story books, animals book, fairy tales, and others. Indirectly, reading stories with children has benefit for grown-ups and gain their vocabulary. Other than that, the parents also can have interesting activity like having an indoor picnic. It would be incredible to have a picnic in the garden or park. But if we think deeply, it's too hot and sunny in Malaysia to have an imaginary picnic. During this pandemic, COVID-19 is very dangerous for parents and also their toddlers to have an outdoor activity. However, instead of it, why not having an indoor picnic? You could even make it special by spending time together. It means just you and your child. Parents can prepare some delicious food for their tea time, such as sandwich, muffin, cookies, and others. Last but not least, coloring is also one of the recommended activities that parents can spend with their toddlers. This one is great for toddlers as well. When you ask a kid to sit still and color for an extended period of time, they may become bored. After 5 minutes, you will usually find them trying to do something different or wanting to do what you are doing. However, as soon as you sit and start coloring, they become much more interested. When you are coloring with your toddlers, it's a perfect time to talk to her about her day, why she likes certain colors, and so on. You could even teach her how to mix color and shade. As a result, instead of allowing their toddlers to have fun with their mobile phone, parents can engage them in a variety of activity. So that's all I have to say about my suggested activity that parents can do with their toddlers instead of them playing with the mobile phone.
Thank you, Datin Farah, for the suggestion of interesting activity. So, to conclude our discussion today, parents should not allow their toddlers to stare at mobile phone as it could harm themselves. Parents can do activities like Datin Farah said instead of letting them to play with mobile phone. Parents should be more stern and honest in order to deal with their children. I think that's all for our forum today. See you next time. Thank you for your cooperation.